we're doing this, I will say, in every instance, every country, any country that you can mention has been extremely nice. Even less to the media probably, but extremely nice. They want to negotiate a deal. So, and we're open to that. We're open to that. But it's going to be very strong. We are putting on tariffs on certain industries. We can't lose our steel industry.
All right, President moments ago talking about this ongoing trade tip that we seem to have with a lot of countries on this planet, including China, but with whom we have very good relations. The president said behind the scenes progress is being made. You guys in the fake news media just wouldn't know it. So let's get the read on all of that from the University of Virginia Center for Politics Director Larry Sabato, former Nixon speechwriter, best-selling author, lawyer, actor, etc. This is like an Avengers of political knowledge here. Gentlemen, welcome to you. Ben Stein. Ben, end with you, begin with you. What do you think of what the president is saying, that this is resonating? He'll succeed on trade. He's sending an unequivocal message. The world needs us a lot more than we need them. We've been taken advantage of. The wind is at my back, you say?
Well, I think the wind is at his back politically, but I think he's making a mistake economically. Free trade is always better economically. But I think he's making a good point about China. China has been taking advantage of us. China has still been acting as if it's a third world developing, dirt poor country. In fact, they're now a terribly rich country, although not on a per capita basis. And I think it's time we stood up to them, but more especially on technological theft than on the question of tariffs. I have to say, this president amazes me endlessly. He is ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, an awful lot of the time. And by the way, I send my greetings to Larry Sabato. My parents used to teach at the University of Virginia, and God bless you.
All right, Larry, I don't know where to begin with you. The compliment from a Ben Stein is awesome in and of itself. But I'm wondering what historically is going on here. I mean, trade tiffs in the past usually don't end well. Ronald Reagan even regretted going after the Japanese for dumping chips on our market. But maybe this, bucks that trend. What do you think?
The heck with your question, Neil. I just want to say hi to Ben Stein and to tell him that I very fondly remember particularly his dad, who taught here in the 1970s, who was just out of the Nixon administration, where he was a senior official, totally uninvolved in Watergate, completely focused on economics. And that segues to the fact that I agree with Ben and actually you, Neil, on free trade. By the way, 95% of Republicans believed in free trade before the Trump administration. Now, hypocrisy is the lifeblood of politics, but this is kind of ridiculous.
Larry, one of the arguments the Republicans are taking for kind of going along with this with the president is how much he has revealed that other countries have rigged things, particularly the Chinese. Is that resonating?
Well, I think he's probably politically wise to center it on China because Americans, at least older Americans, have had a deep suspicion about China ever since it was Red China. When we were growing up, or I was growing up and Ben was growing up, it was never referred to as China or the People's Republic of China. It was Red China, and it was always presented on the front page of the newspaper as red. That is, red paint dripping down from China. So there's an inherent bias that Americans have, at least older Americans do, toward China. So I'm sure that plays politically reasonably well, but economically, I'm going to defer to you and Ben. I don't think it does play well.
It's funny. I drove by the University of Virginia one time. I'll never forget it. It was just a very moving moment in my life.
I don't remember it at all, Neil.
Yeah,
I do not remember seeing you
I dumped a soda or something. But no, I just wanted to. We were all sharing this bond, and I didn't want to feel left out. Because again, it's about me. So, Ben Stein, let me get your read on what the markets are saying to us. Not yesterday, but they're more the exception than the rule of late. Now, true, 9 of the past sessions have been down on concern this trade thing is escalating. But I can't say the number of traders I talked to, Ben, who said, well, we doubted Trump and his style in the beginning, but we've always been proven wrong. Somehow, it all works out. This will work out. We're literally betting money that it will work out. What do you think of that?
I think we've got, to use your phrase from earlier, we do have the wind at our back in many, many different ways. We are cruising along. I don't think trade with China is going to affect the stock market very much. It will affect individual stocks, but it won't affect the stock market very much. We have a very, very strong economy. Our real worry at this point is that we've got inflation brewing. It's clearly brewing. Anyone who does grocery shopping, which I do in my family, knows inflation is there. We're going to have to clamp down on it. That's going to be a controlling factor on stock market prices and a dampening factor on stock market prices. But I don't think what happens with China is going to be a dampening factor on stock market prices at all. I love the stock market at this price. I'm an old man at this point, but I think for my children and my granddaughter, my child and my granddaughter, I think the stock market is the place to be. And I think the Chinese are going to be a net positive factor. And yes, red Chinese indeed, but red dripping with blood. And now they're green Chinese dripping with money.
I just can't get the image of you shopping at the store, you know. And should I get the...
I love shopping. I love shopping. I love shopping.
I'm very impressed.